Welcome to Security Check Deck Profile. Today we are talking about the Leviamon X deck that Santeri piloted to third place finish in our recent Tampere tournament that we have a short vlog also from here in the channel.
Go check it out.
Yeah, and well, what do you want to say about the deck?
Firstly, I want to give a huge shout out to Digimon Suomi ry once again for hosting a great tournament. And then about the deck, it's really powerful because it toolboxes. It's like purple toolbox. If you can go to the Anubismon turn, it's like game over for your opponent. But if you stumble your own combos, like I did in the start of the tournament, because I've never played that much purple, then you are kind of screwed. But it's fun deck to play, it's really powerful. The Leviamon X is really strong and it makes your opponent think twice before they play stuff with effects, because you can just remove them.
Yeah. And this list you played is derived from the Japanese finals list.
Yeah, this is my take on from the deck that was like third or fourth in Japanese finals.
Top 8 at least.
Yeah, and I made a few changes because I didn't understand a few things. So this is my take on the list. We start with 4 of the best decks for the deck. It's just Tsunomon. You don't need to die to trigger the draw one, and that's really important because you don't want your stack to die. And you don't need to chip with this deck. Your Leviamon X will do the chipping for you, biting.
And you have so many Digimons that draw a card when you evolve and trash a card. So the draw one, trash one becomes actually draw one, trash one, draw one.
Yeah, and that's really powerful. We don't play any Gabumons, but yeah, this is still the best deck. We play one Psychmon and one Gasimon. The original deck played like only one of these floodgates, but I wanted to play both because sometimes you are just having a really big board with Anubismon, and then you are fearing Deathtaxmon coming out, and then you just can slam the Psychmon down. Gasimon is really great against really many decks. So
the memory blockers have become more relevant lately again.
Yeah.
So it's an interesting, because in my opinion, there was a time where memory blockers were kind of whatever.
Yeah.
But now it seems like they have more utility than like ever before almost.
Yeah, that's really true. We play 2 of Labramons. There is a really great inheritable when an effect plays one of your Digimon gain 1 memory, and we are playing Digimon with effects. So gaining memory basically from Digivolving is really great. And then its on play can fetch out your Anubismon from trash or your Dark Animals or Mervamon when you need them. So your Anubismon is not like once per game, or you can use it multiple times. And that's why I play 2 Labramons. Then we play the best rookie in the deck, or in purple maybe, Goblimon. Really strong card.
At least in the new kind of purple decks, Goblimon is like one of the best rookies.
Yeah, if you draw and trash, this is really great. It makes your Doberman Access 1 cheaper.
Yeah.
And if you go with Protoform, you can go for free to your level 4s. Or if you go to your Cerberusmon Access, they become 2 cheaper maybe.
Yeah.
2 cheaper with the Protoform, 1 cheaper with this. So 2 cost level 5s are really strong,
yeah.
And with great effects.
And like with mental training, you can even like net memory from level 4, or like go to Kerberusmon X antibody for free.
Yeah, so that's just dumb.
And it's like Goblimon wasn't that exciting when it came out, because we didn't have purple like stack decks.
Yeah.
But now that purple is becoming this like more like this evolve draw trash,
Yeah.
then Goblimon becomes way better.
So many times I played Goblimon out with like Kerberusmon access effect or Anubismon effect for the next turn, or for the continuation to Digivolve it to Doberman X to choke my opponent to 1.
Yeah.
And that's really strong. Then we play 4 of Ignitemon. It's must to play 4 because you play Mervamons, and those are your only targets, plus the Mervamons itself. So it's really needed. And the Inherit is really great. And sometimes when attacking comes up, you can destroy your big stuff to destroy your opponent's big stuff. Especially if they are like stunned with Rosemons or with blue stunning stuff.
Yeah. And Ignitemon's Inherit is again like you gain memory when you play a Digimon by effect, and it's all turns, once per turn, so it might even come up that you get to play a Digimon on your opponent's turn.
Yeah. Then we play 1 Garurumon X because you only can play 1. It's really great, but so many times I found myself not wanting to go there because not even the Evo cost, but it draws so much. This deck thins itself out really fast, so I more times than not I prefer the Doberman X. And the Inherit does nothing in this deck, so and the Doberman X's effect is really great. So this could be cut, but sometimes it's just too clutch.
Yeah, and it can like give you acceleration if you are having like a slower hand. Just go to this and then draw 2 trash 2, so you can see more cards and set up your grave for future uses.
Yeah, and this basically goes over a Goblimon for 2, so.
Or for 1 with Protoform.
Yeah.
No, actually with Protoform it's like free.
Yeah, with Protoform it's free. Then we play 1 Saberdramon. This is one thing that the original deck did not play, but if you're playing Mervamon, why would you not play?
Yeah, it's like, of course it has the 3 evolve cost, which can be like kinda awkward at times, but like the raid and retaliation together with Mervamon is like super good.
Yeah.
And the Inherit is actually pretty nice if you need to like stack on top of this.
Yeah, this is one more way to get your Anubismons back from the trash. And you can just swing to your opponent's Detexmons or Ruin Modes or something that they want to survive, and that is really annoying for you. So it's must in this deck, but I don't need if you need more than 1 because this deck really checks out itself. Then we play 2 of Octomon, and of course we have the tokens somewhere there. Made themselves. Really like them. Octomon is really good. It can trigger the Leviamon X, and even in your own turn you can make your opponent play stuff. Of course it's only when there is 3 or less Digimon on the field, so be careful, but sometimes you don't mind to just Digivolve Octomon on top of Ignitemon or Labramon and get the Fuitsamon on your side and then gain memory. And if you have a huge board, you can net so much memory from that.
Yeah. And
then you don't probably mind to get the Fuitsamon deleted because it's like one free trash.
Yeah, you probably have so many cards in hand most of the time, so.
Yeah, and you want your stuff to trash. In one game, I got my Fuitsamon to get deleted, and I trashed my Leviamon X from trash, and I had Kerberusmon X with Protoform under, and he could not continue his turn. At least the same way he wanted.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Then we play 2 of Garurumons from a starter deck. It's like a worse version of the Doberman X, but draw 1, trash 1, and the Inherit is really great. Sometimes you just want to draw 1, trash 1, and trigger your Inherits.
Yeah.
And get your Leviamon access in the trash. So
Makes
that's
sense.
great. I don't play any Gabumons or any Tamers in this deck, so the security never does anything.
Yeah, but it's here for the when digivolving and the inherit basically.
Yeah.
And to be like, you can go Garurumon X on top of it.
Yeah. Then we play the better Garurumon. So Doberman X antibody.
The better boy.
Yeah. On play it gives itself or gives some of one of your Digimon retaliation. So you can give something retaliation and it can gain Rush with Mermamon.
Yeah.
Then when Digivolving, draw one, trash one. And if you have the X antibody or Doberman under there, you can trigger the on play also.
Yeah.
And
The on play is basically it's basically relevant with Mervamon most of the time, and the when digivolving like draw one trash one is the setup for your stuff.
Yeah.
Early on.
I really enjoy that. And the retaliation comes up sometimes. You are in a bad situation. You have Goblimon in racing. You bring it up. You use Protoform to digivolve for free, basically, to the Doberman X. You swing to your opponent's big Digimon. They both die. You recover and get the
Goblimon back.
Yeah.
That could come up.
Yeah.
So you can slow down your opponent.
Yeah, and recover.
Yeah.
Pseudo recover, basically. Then we play 3 of Dragomon. It's basically better and basically worse level 5 in your deck, because you really want to play stuff on your opponent's field.
Yeah.
Or that your opponent plays stuff on the field, and then you can play something yourself if they don't play Pomon or Pilomon with the effect. And the piercing is nice, but I find that the piercing ain't that needed in this deck, because Leviamon X will wipe the board regardless, probably.
The Dragomon's piercing inherit is kinda like, okay, I understand that you play a Digimon suspended on your opponent's field.
Yeah.
But then like, what do you usually evolve on top of this? Like Leviamon or Leviamon X normally or something.
Yeah.
So
and those will destroy your opponent's stuff on the field.
Do you need the piercing actually?
It's like most useful when your opponent has the tokens on the field.
Yeah.
So you can swing over the token and get them to trash something from the hand.
Yeah.
Then we play 4 of Kerberusmon X antibodies, because it's kind of the same. It's better and worse. It does not play anything to your opponent's side, but once again it draws one and trashes one, and then if you have X antibody under there, you can play 1 level 3 Digimon from your trash.
It's like it's important because it's basically a evolve target for Protoform.
Yeah.
That's the big thing, that you can use Protoform to evolve into this, and then you have a target for your Leviamon X trash effect.
Yeah. And the inherit is so great.
Yeah.
You can, when attacking once per turn, by deleting one of your other Digimon, unsuspend this Digimon. So if you have another Digimon on the field, when you have this under your Leviamon X, you can swing twice for 6 check.
Yeah.
And Leviamon X is big.
Yeah,
So-
it dies to like Death X Mons and like level 7 Digimon.
Level 7s only, and the other
And of course,
Leviamon X's. But
yeah, and of course like options maybe, but
yeah, but
still.
so many times I just had 2 dudes on the field, went to Leviamon X and cleared the security in 2 swings,
Yeah,
and that's crazy.
indeed.
Then we play 1 of Anubismon, because you only can play 1. What a surprise.
Yeah. The card is absolutely nuts.
Yeah, it's stupidly good. And the fact that you can do the combo or the effect every turn when it's on the field.
It's like you do the Anubismon combo, like wipe their board, draw cards, get like 3 more Digimon onto the field, at least 3 more Digimon onto the field, and then it's like, okay, now if you don't remove my Anubismon, I'm probably going to win next turn because I get to use the Anubismon again and trigger all the inherit effects at the same time.
So many games I won with Anubismon. It's so mad. Sometimes I didn't see it, but I still performed well with the next level success, and those are Mervamons. Mervamon is really great. I really do like it. It's like, okay, I have nothing on the field. Okay, I digicross this for 8, gain 1 memory back, and play 2 dudes, gain 1 memory back.
Yeah. And you can play just like Doberman X's to give more blockers or like...
Yeah, and that's why the Ignitemon are really great, because you can play them also and they can be blockers.
Yeah.
Or they will be blockers. So, really great card. And with Anubismon, they should not be allowed to be in the same deck. Just saying.
Yeah, it's like Anubismon, of course, is a crazy card, but like because Digicross works how it works, it just went over the top.
Yeah. And then the final level 6s in the deck are 3 copies of Leviamon X antibodies. It can evolve for free from the trash if your opponent plays Digimon or Tamer with effect.
That is an important thing to remember. If it's either Digimon or Tamer.
Yeah, of course there need to be a level 5 with X antibody under it, but if there is, you can do it for free. When digivolving, it deletes one of your opponent's level 3, level 5 and level 7 Digimons, and if your opponent has more Digimons and Tamers than you, and they probably will if you haven't like comboed with Anubismon, you destroy one of the Tamers also.
Yeah.
And that's just stupid.
Yeah, and then if you have the option card 7th Lightning in the trash, you can also destroy level 4 and level 6, so you get to destroy one Digimon from all the levels.
Yeah, and we play 3 of 7th Lightnings because it combos really well, and so many times the 7th Lightning saved me.
Yeah, 7th Lightning can hit like really hard. Yeah. And like if your opponent just happens to have like level 6 and level 4, they swing to your security, and then 7th Lightning comes out and wipes their board.
Yeah.
It's like ridiculous.
It's really strong synergy. So strange. Cards that were designed to be played together work well. Then we have 2 more Digimons. They are the one of Detexmon and one of Ruin Mode. Won so many games with Ruin Mode.
Of course.
Yeah. Only like change in this deck would probably be to switch out the second, the one Detexmon to second Ruin Mode, because Ruin Mode is too powerful.
Yeah. And it's like you should not underestimate the fact that you can evolve Ruin Mode on top of Mervamon, for example.
Yeah. You can play Mervamon with Ruin Mode, with Anubismon. Then if the memory is still on your side, you can swing. If the Mervamon survives, you're just like, okay, Ruin Mode.
Yeah. And if your opponent doesn't have like big enough Digimon coming out of raising, they are locked out at least for 1 turn.
Yeah.
And that probably means you win the game because you have so many swings and maybe Anubismon effect again.
Yeah, Ruin Mode wins games.
That is a true fact. And that's why the card costs like 100 euros at the moment or something.
Really expensive. Glad I have my 2 already.
Yeah.
We've been talking about X antibody. We don't play any regular X antibodies, but we play 4 of Protoform because it makes your Digivolutions cheaper and it's pseudo recovery.
Yeah.
And it recovers your hand when your stuff dies, because you get to choose 1 source from them to your hand.
Yeah.
One game it felt like it did nothing because I played against the Aegis-Dramon source strip control stuff, and every time it just took away my Protoform or took away my sources, and I was like, okay.
Here we go again.
Yeah, but that's one of the games where Seventh Lightning from Security won me the game because I could go to Ruin mode next turn. And
Nice.
yeah, shout out to you who played the Agistramon deck. It was really cool to see some like rogue decks to be played in a bigger tournament.
Yeah.
Then we play 2 purple memory boost and playset of wisdom trainings because you want to see your stuff and
You want to search and you want to get the memory cheat, so...
yeah, the wisdom training is just like the best card in the deck probably because so many games I started with no rookies. I play 12. It's like a standard amount in my opinion.
I think it's like a... I don't know. I don't think many decks go like over 12 these days.
Yeah.
If they're not like really rookie rush-ish.
Yeah.
decks.
Or armored decks, but yeah. So the wisdom trainings and purple memory boost were like used in the tier 1s so many times.
Like you go second and your opponent gives you like 3 memory and then you
Yeah.
then you just start with the training to search for the rookie.
And
Or
even if you have a rookie like Psychmon or Gasimon in hand and you have wisdom training and 3 memory, you just play the wisdom training and see if you dig the better rookie from there.
Yeah.
Goblimon is the best rookie to start, or in general.
Yeah.
But if you don't have a rookie, it's just a great way to start the game.
Yeah, it's like you want to find Goblimon or Ignitemon basically.
Yeah. If you have purple memory boost and wisdom training and no rookie, you probably want to play the memory boost to dig deeper. But in like any other scenario, the wisdom training is probably better.
Yeah. What were your matchups in the tournament? Can you remember?
I started playing against Yellow Hybrid. We went 1-1-1. It was really
Grindy.
yeah, and I could have won the second game if I didn't mess up my trashing effects. I thought I had the Leviamon Axe in trash, but I didn't. Then I went to Doberman Axe with Goblimon under with Protoform and Digivolved. And then I ditched Cement Lightning because I thought I had already the Leviamon Axe on the trash.
This is such a classic like purple mistake.
Yeah.
You trash the wrong things or you think you have trashed something and then you realize like a turn or 2 later that oh no, I made a mistake.
Yeah. And then I Digivolved into the Dragomon and then I started searching my trash and I was damn.
You played so well until that point.
Yeah, and I had the Leviamon Axe on my hand also, so
Okay.
that was my like brutal mistake of the day. Then I played against Poop deck, Etemon Sukamon deck. I lost 1-2.
You bricked pretty hard.
Yeah. The first game I started by hard playing like Doberman. The second game I started by just passing. And then on the second turn I played Dragomon from my hand. And the second game was the one I won. He also pricked a little, but like still did some damage. But then when I went to Leviamon Axe, cleared his board and did 3 checks 2 times, the game was kind of over.
Yeah.
And then I'm not sure if I went to Ruin or something. Then I played against the Agistramon deck, the Sword Strip deck. The first game I was so losing until the 7th Lightning came out from security and destroyed his Agistramon and what's the second form of Komomon? Ikkakumon?
7th Lightning can't destroy Agistramon. I think you...
Not Agistramon, Blesiamon, yeah. Have I...
You have been talking about Agistramon, but I think you mean Blesiamon.
I mean Blesiamon, the level 6.
Well,
yeah.
They could technically play Agistramon too, but...
Yeah, but I mean Blesiamon when I'm talking about Agistramon. To be clear. Yeah, the 7th Lightning, he had Blessiamon X, Blessiamon, and Ikkakumon swinged with the Blessiamon like twice, if I'm not wrong.
Blessiamon X can swing twice.
Yeah. Then he had...
No, the Blessiamon. I don't remember. I think it's the normal Blessiamon that can swing twice.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I had one security, he had two dudes that can swing. He swings with the Blessiamon, probably unsuspended, and then tried to go to game. I'm like, no. I have this effect here that destroys your level 6 and level 4. And nice, you have level 6 and level 4 on field. And
unfortunate.
Yeah. Then I brought out, and then he had nothing on the racing.
Yeah.
Then I brought out Rookie and Digivault into this Saberdramon and swinged into his Blessiamon X antibody, which had Suramon X under there. So it was
Suramon Ace.
Suramon Ace, yeah. Yeah, we don't have Suramon X. Suramon Ace, and it was like I never had anything on the field, and he had nothing on the field. Then I somehow choked him to 1, probably with wisdom trainings, and or something. And the next turn I went to, or did I just play like? I played Mermon, yeah, and I had 2 blockers because he had 1 hybrid in hand. Yeah, and then I ruined him, and then I won the game with Ruinmount. And then second game I just walked over him, kind of. Then round 4 I played. I played against the Leviamon deck.
All right.
Really tricky for both of us, but I 2-0'd him. I did not know anything about the deck.
That was my experience also playing against Leviamon. I'm pretty sure my opponent could have told me anything they can't do. He could have like invented new effects, and I would be like, yes. Yeah. That sounds about right.
The first game he started with Lunamon on the back and played the level 4 Searcher, and I was like, I have no rookie. Hard play the Octomon, give him the token. The next turn he takes up the Lunamon, bounces back the token to hand
to get 2 memory.
And I was like, you're welcome. I'm pretty sure that every time he went into level 6 and swung to my security, the dude died. I never saw Grace Novamon, but it was a really fun game. And then the round 5 I played against Yellow Vaccine.
Heavy control Yellow Vaccine.
Yeah, with Magnadramons and Loincase, and it was stressful. I won 2-1, and it was really sweaty the last game, at least for me. And yeah, really enjoyed playing against Yellow Vaccine, and I realized that of course Leviamon X is a virus type.
Of course.
When it went under my security.
Yeah. But Anubismon ain't virus.
Yeah, that's true.
And Anubis goes so wide that Angemon doesn't matter at that point anymore.
Yeah. So my Swiss was 3-1-1, and I was fifth
place after Swiss.
5th after Swiss, and then first match up in the top 8 was again the same poop deck. And now I 2-0'd it.
Yeah.
Like hardly.
And I think that Joel, who was playing the Etemon Sukamon deck, actually said that the matchup is not good for him, that he was lucky winning it like the first time around, that you were breaking.
Yeah.
And like it kinda felt like that in the top cut, that it wasn't. It feels like it's a little bit of a hassle for them. And it's like they want to play so many Digimons with effects, and they have so many random things that play with effects, that you can get like these incidental, like, okay, I can go to Leviamon X.
Yeah. My favorite like play in the whole tournament was probably the one when I covered up my Anubismon with the Detexmon. I had the Anubismon combo, then I'm like, okay, I'll clear your rest of your board with Detexmon, but I evolve it on top of Anubismon. And you have the on deletion D-Digiball one.
Yeah, Platinum Sukamon.
Yeah. And you don't want my Detexmon to stick, so you had to D-Digiball it back to Anubismon. And I got the new Anubismon.
From fire to fire,
yeah.
Frying pan.
In the same game, I can't remember was it before or after that, but he D-Digiballed my Anubismon. Then I was like, play Labramon, go to Anubismon. So I had Anubismon on the field 3 different times.
And for the Etemon Sukamon deck, it's really hard to fight against the Anubismon effect because it gets to destroy level 5s. And you did the thing where you actually used Anubismon's effect to go play Detexmon.
Yeah.
And you played for like 2 or 3 or
something. For 2 memory.
Yeah. And then you can first de-digivolve everything, and then you most likely get to destroy anything you want with Anubismon if anything is left after the Detexmon effect.
So that was funny. Won that 2-0 and then faced against Numemon, and Numemon is bad matchup for this.
Yeah,
Numemon. And I had little slow hands.
Yeah. The
second game was like winnable before there was a Chikurimon on the field.
Yeah, there was Louis, the tamer Louis, that brought out Chikurimon that was in the breeding area.
Yeah.
And that was basically what
sealed the deal.
Yeah. If you could have if you had the ability to go to Anubismon and like play stuff, you could have maybe tried to fight out of that situation.
That would have been much better for me, of course.
Yeah, but like it's like then you could have had a chance in that game. But Numemon has so many cards that just like
say a few.
Yeah, and the Leviamon doesn't like the effects that like no cost reductions, especially in this version of the deck, and then Chumons, no memory gain from your like inherits. Yeah. So your plays can become so inefficient when those are on the field. And then like Monzaimon X is such a good card. And also Leviamon doesn't like the fact that almost everything they play just floats to another Digimon.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's so...
They don't care if their stuff dies.
Yeah. It's like, it's so hard to like kill all their stuff because almost all of their stuff just floats to other Digimons.
Ruin mode is like the only option for the Numemon deck.
Yeah, in like...
But I didn't have enough memory to go in the Ruin mode.
Yeah. And like one of those like... it was the top 8 match where the Numemon was facing another Leviamon deck.
Yeah.
The like pure Leviamon. And they had like a 5-minute like not even a combo. It was just a sequence. It was just a sequence of effects where someone goes to like Leviamon with something, destroys, Numemon floats to something, then there comes Leviamon X, and then stuff again floats to something, and then there comes like 7th lightning, and the Numemon still floats to something, and it was like there was like 3 or 4 or 5 like destruction effects from the Leviamon, and the Numemon still was able to keep one Digimon on board after all that.
That's crazy.
And I think they like drew like many cards with Geremon effects and stuff like that at the same time. So,
but Numemon is the worst matchup for this deck. But I have to say that for the regular Leviamon deck, the pure version of this, it's much more
doable.
Yeah, it's not like
it's not a good matchup, but it's doable.
Yeah.
But Numemon is a really good deck, so
yeah.
But
if you have the RBO1 Monzaimons, slide into my DMs. I would like to buy them for good price. Yeah. Thanks for watching the video.
Yeah. You were third in the end.
Woo.
That was a good showing.
Yeah.
After you said you wanted to, your goal was to go 1-4.
That failed successfully.
Indeed.
As Arni said. consider becoming a channel member. It would help us out a huge bit. Or even if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. We have regular gameplay videos here and deck list shorts and spoiler videos nowadays.
Yeah, and hit the like button. That also helps.
Yeah. Thank you for watching. I hope we will see you at the next video. Bye.